Hello, folks. Happy Thanksgiving. Dr. Jim Gishwin here, PhD, and former intelligence analyst under Reagan for the Director of Naval Intelligence. Well, it looks like everyone's backing off out there in war country. Okay? Everyone is, it's the Trump effect. And don't say the Trump effect doesn't exist. Okay? I cannot believe some of these people, these Democrats that are sitting there trying to do the autopsy on why they lost. People, it was just the stuff you were saying didn't go over with common everyday people. Okay? They voted anti-woke, whatever you want to call it. All right? And hopefully we're going to get a good cleansing and a good downsizing of our huge despotic bureaucracy. And that's what I'm calling it, despotic bureaucracy. And the people going in there are well qualified. Nothing like business people who sit there and go in and try and find efficiency. Okay? What I can't understand is these people that are sitting there saying that you should stay away from people that don't agree with you at Thanksgiving. Divorce yourself from friends and family. That's ridiculous. And you conservatives out there, come on. I'm old enough to know that family and friends are the most important thing in life. Winston Churchill once said, "Dear God, if it comes between a friend or family and my country, please give me the courage to choose my friends and family." That's from Winston Churchill. And folks, patriotism is not a bad word. We used to have to write essays in school about patriotism back in the 50s and 60s, for God's sake. You got awards for it. I won the Voice of Democracy. I forget what I wrote about. It was like a $25 prize. But back in the 60s, that was a lot of money. That could probably fill up your gas tank a couple times at a quarter a gallon. And 15 cents for a glass of beer. And 25 cents for a pack of cigarettes. If I'm showing my age now, fine. I remember family. I just played, for Thanksgiving, I played Monopoly. I got a set of Monopoly and brought it home. And that was the original set, not one of these fancy ones, And, of course, I won. And I explained to him, I said, I was playing that with my cousins up in Wisconsin at 7 years old, for God's sake. That's what we did when it was rainy and we couldn't go out and play. And we were allowed to go out and play until the lights came on. When the lights came on, it was supper time. Okay? That was life back then. And, of course, with those, with long distance and those big black clunky phones, not Princess phones hanging on the wall now, my dad was on call, so he had to buy one of those. And you couldn't call Grandma and Grandpa in another state until it was 7 o'clock on Saturday night for the cheapest rate. Anyway, or after 7 weekdays, and even cheaper after 7 Saturday night and Sunday. And, of course, you had party lines. And those long-distance rates were horrible. Those old phone booths Superman used, you'd have to sit there and go in with rolls of dimes to sit there and make a long-distance call. Enough nostalgia. What I'm trying to say is don't avoid your family and friends just because you got differences of opinion. Back in the 50s and 60s, we had differences of opinion all the time, but we still sit there and got along with everyone. Okay? Divorcing yourself from friends and family. Now, what I suggest to you conservatives out there is you make a rule. Just say around the Thanksgiving table, around the dinner table when we're visiting as family, and the family's getting together, no politics. My mom thinks that every Republican's a terrorist and sent me a card to that effect after the 2020 election. Probably thanks to Joe Biden sitting there calling all of us terrorists, and especially Catholics, okay, and people in PTA meetings with the school board. So let's hopefully get the FBI out there looking for the bad guys instead of the good guys, all right? But we don't need to sit there and rub it in at the Thanksgiving table. Take the high road. So we won. We're going to fix it. She broke it, we'll fix it. Okay? And that's what we're doing. And it looks like we're well in good progress. In fact, the polls show that Trump's popularity has gone up since the election. And also, his transition team popularity has gone up quite a bit, which is opposed to Congress. Congress's approval rating is about 18%. They ranked right down there with lawyers. I'm sorry, my friends that are lawyers, I apologize for the lawyer joke. But let's just thank God for what we have. It's a God-given country, and it's saved, or going to be saved. Thank God for that. God gave us this land. And patriotism is not a dirty word. And with that, I'm going to say happy Thanksgiving. Enjoy your holidays. And God bless you. I love you. And I remain your humble servant. Freedom, freedom at last. Take care.